Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. In our last video we have done exercise number 1.3. Now we will start exercise number 1.4. The first question is, which of the following product of matrices is confirmable for multiplication? For this question we should know that what is the condition which should be fulfilled to multiply any two matrices. So multiplication of matrices. Multiplication two matrices A and B are confirmable for multiplication giving product AB if the number of columns of matrix A is equal to the number of rows of matrix B. For example, let A is equals to 1, 2 and B is equals to 1, 2. So number of columns of A is equals to 1 and number of rows of B is equals to 1. So the multiplication can be done, or we can say that A and B are confirmable for the multiplication. What it means? We take any two matrices to check that whether these two matrices are confirmable for multiplication or not. Okay. First of all, we check the column of the first matrix, which we say A, and the number of the rows of second matrix, which we say B. If the number of rows of matrix A and the number of columns of matrix A is equals to the number of rows of matrix B, then we can say that A and B are confirmable for multiplication. Otherwise multiplication cannot be done. Let A is equals to 1, 2 and 3 and B is equals to 1 and 2. Okay. What is the number of the rows of matrix B and what is the number of columns of matrix A? So number of columns of A is equals to 3, 1, 2, 3, and number of rows of B is equals to 1 and 2. So the number of columns of matrix A and the number of rows of matrix B are not equal. Number of columns of A is not equals to number of rows of B. So we can say that A and B are not conformable for multiplication. Okay. Now we start the exercise 1.4, question number 1. Question number 1 is, which of the following product of matrices is conformable for multiplication? First part is 1 minus 1, 0 and 2. And the second is minus 2 and 3. So number of columns, let this is A and this is B. So number of columns of A is equals to 2 and number of rows of B is equals to 2. These are rows and these are the columns. So we can say number of columns of matrix A is equals to 2 and the number of rows of matrix B is equals to 2. So these are this product of matrices are conformable. Okay, first of all हम लोगों ने लेट किया, लेट दिस इज द A and this is the B. Okay, first we count the number of the columns of matrix A and then number of rows of matrix B. So both are equal and both are equal to 2. So we can say that these matrices are conformable for the multiplication. Now the second part is 1 minus 1, 1 and 0, 2 minus 1, 1 and 3. Let this is A and this is B, and let number of rows is equals to n and number of columns equals to m. Okay, n of A, n means number of rows, so m of A is equals to, here 2 columns, so we can say there are 2 columns, and n of B is equals to 2, so the product of matrices is conformable. Now we move toward the third part. And the third part is one minus 1, 0, 1, minus 1 and 2. So number of columns of A is equals to 1 and number of rows of B is equals to 2. So number of rows and number of columns are not equal, so we can say that let this is A and this is the B, so we can say the product of matrices is not conformable. Now the third part is 1, 2, 0, minus 1, 1 and 2. And the second is 1, 0, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. Let this is equals to A and this is equals to B. So number of columns of A is equals to 2 and number of rows of B is equals to 2. The number of rows is, of A is equal to 2 and the number of columns of matrix A is equal to 2 and the number of rows of matrix B is equal to 2, so both are the same, so we can say that the product of matrices is conformable for multiplication. The fifth part is 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, minus 1. The other is 1, minus 1, 0, 2, minus 2 and 3. Let this is A and this is B, so number of columns of A is equals to 3 and number of rows of B is equals to 3. So number of columns of A is equals to number of rows of B, which is equals to 3. So we can say that the product of matrices is conformable for multiplication. Question number 1 is complete. Now we move toward the question number 2. To solve question number 2, you know that how the multiplication of matrices can be done. Okay, the first condition is number of columns of first matrix should be equals to number of rows of second matrix. Okay, now the question is that how the multiplication is performed. How the multiplication is performed of matrices. Let A is equals to 1, 2 and B is equals to 4 and 1. So first condition is the number of columns of matrix A is equal to 2 and the number of rows of matrix B is equal to 2. So both are same, so the multiplication can be done. The multiplication would be equals to AB 1, 2, 4 and 1. Now we multiply these two matrices. One multiplied by 4 plus 2 multiplied by 1, which is equals to 4 ones are 4 plus 2 ones are 2, so it should be equals to 6. Take any other example. Let A is equals to 1, 2, 3 and minus 3, and B is equals to minus 1, 0, 3 and 2. So A, B is equals to 1, 3, 2, minus 3, minus 1, 0, 3 and 2. So it would be equals to 1 multiplied by minus 1 plus 3 multiplied by 3, 2 multiplied by minus 1 plus minus 3 multiplied by 3. Now move to the next. 1 multiplied by 0 plus 3 multiplied by 2, 2 multiplied by 0 plus minus 3 multiplied by 2. So it would be equal to minus 1 plus 9 minus 2 minus 9, 0 plus 6, 0 minus 6. So it will be equals to 8, 6 minus 11 and minus 6. So it is the product of AB. It means first we multiply the first row of first column with the first row of the first matrix with the first column of the second matrix. Then we multiply the second row of the first column with the first column of the second matrix. It means if A is equals to A11, A12, A21, A22 and B is equals to B11, B12, B21, B22, then AB will be equals to A11, A12, A21, A22 and B is equals to B11, B12, B21 and B22. It will be equals to A11 will be multiplied by with B11 plus A12 multiplied by B21. The next is A21 multiplied by B11 plus A22 multiplied by B21. Next move toward the second column. A11 multiplied by B12 plus A12 multiplied by B22. The next A21 multiplied by B12 plus A22 multiplied by B22. This is the general multiplication of any two matrices. Now we move toward the second question. The second question is, if A is equals to 3, 0, minus 1 and 2, and B is equals to 6 and 5. First find A and B, and then find B of A if possible. First we find AB. So to find AB, we should know that what is the number of columns of matrix A and what is the number of rows of matrix B. So number of columns of matrix A is equals to 2, and number of rows of matrix B is equals to 2. So we can easily find A of B. So AB will be equals to 3, 0, minus 1 and 2, and B is equals to 6 and 5. So it will be equal to 3 multiplied by 6 plus 0 multiplied by 5 minus 1 multiplied by 6 plus 2 multiplied by 5. It will be equals to 3 6 are 18 plus 0 and minus 6 plus 10, which is equals to 18 and 4. So it is the product of AB. Now we find the second part, B of A. We find B of A. So to find the product of matrix B and matrix A, we should know that what is the number of columns of B is equals to 1, and number of rows of A is equals to 2. So number of columns of B is not equals to number of rows of A. So B of A is not possible. It means the product of matrix B with matrix A is not possible. We have done 2 questions of exercise number 1.4. Now we move toward the third question. Question number 3. Find the following product. The first part is 1, 2, 4 and 0. First, the number of columns of this matrix is equals to 2, and the number of rows of second matrix is equals to 2. So the product can be done. So let this is A and this is B. So A B is equals to 1, 2, 4 and 0, which will be equals to 1 multiplied by 4 plus 2 multiplied by 0, which will be equals to 4 plus 0, which is equals to 4. This is the answer. This is the matrix 4. So The next part is 1, 2, 5 and minus 4. Let this is A and this is B. So A, B will be equals to 1, 2, 5 and minus 4. But remember that the first step is number of columns of A is equals to 2 and number of rows of B is equals to 2. So the product can be done. Now we find the product. 1 multiplied by 5 plus 2 multiplied by minus 4, which is equals to 5 minus 8, which will be equals to minus 3. Okay, this is the answer of second part. Now move towards the third part. Minus 3 and 0, 4 and 0. So the number of rows of, let this is A and this is B. So the number of rows of matrix A is equals to 2 and the number of the number of columns of matrix A is equals to 2 and the number of rows of matrix B is equals to 2. So the product can be done. We can easily find AB, which is equals to minus 3 and 0, 4 and 0, which is equals to minus 3 multiplied by 4 plus 0 multiplied by 0, which is equals to minus 12 plus 0, and this is equals to minus 12. The fourth part is 6 minus 0 and 4 and 0. Right, this is A and this is B. So the number of columns of A is equals to 2 and the number of rows of B is equals to 2. So the product can be done. We can easily find A and B, which is equals to 6 minus 0 and 4 and 0. So it will be equals to 6 4s are 24 plus minus plus 0 multiplied by 0. So it will be equals to 24. So this is the fifth part. Number of columns of matrix A is equals to 2 and the number of rows of matrix B is equals to 2. That this is A and this is B. We can easily find AB. 1 minus 3 and 6, 2 0 and minus 1, 4 5 0 and minus 4. This is equals to 1 multiplied by 4 plus 2 multiplied by 0, minus 3 multiplied by 4 plus 0 multiplied by 0, 6 multiplied by 4 plus minus 1 multiplied by 0. Now 1 multiplied by 5 plus 2 multiplied by minus 4, minus 3 multiplied by 5 plus 0 multiplied by minus 4, minus 1 multiplied by 5 plus 6 multiplied by 5 plus minus 1 multiplied by minus 4. So it will be equals to 4 ones are 4 plus 0 minus 12 plus 0 24 plus 0. 5 minus 8 minus 15 plus 0 30 plus 4, which is equals to 4 minus 3 minus 12 minus 15 24 and the 34. This is the answer. Today we have done 3 questions of exercise number 1.4. From the question number 4 and onward we will start in our next video. Allah Hafiz.